Hey everyone, kumusta? Welcome back to my channel. For those who are new here, hello, I'm Lani, a lawyer, entrepreneur, and mum of two living in the UK. I'm a second generation Filipina born in the UK to Filipino parents, and this is my judgment-free channel for Filipinos living and working outside of the Philippines who want to learn, share, and discuss important things such as money, finances, pensions, business, investments, personal development, and anything that matters to you and our community. So today I want to share something really close to my heart, a story about my dad, about growing up between two worlds, and about one of the most powerful lessons he ever taught me, that financial independence is freedom. Now, before you scroll away, this isn't just about money. It's about courage, it's about believing in yourself, and it's about building a life that's truly yours, not one that depends on anyone else's approval or help. So grab a coffee or maybe a cup of tea and let me take you on this journey from the Philippines to the UK, from my dad's humble beginnings to the lessons I carry with me every single day. My dad grew up poor, like really poor. He started working with my lolo on farms when he was just 6 years old. Imagine that. At an age when most kids are learning how to read and play, he was already working to help feed his family. He didn't have fancy toys or a comfortable home. What he had was determination. He used to tell me stories of waking up before sunrise, walking barefoot to school, and still finding time to help his parents earn a living. Despite not having a formal education, he would go on to become a seaman in his 20s, a sailor who spent months, sometimes years away from home, working across oceans. He told me that he spent 4 years on sea at one point when he was still single, because all three of his sisters were studying in college at the same time. And with the money he earned, he didn't spend it on himself. He sent it back home. For someone who didn't have the opportunity to go to school properly, he really valued education because he saw that as a way out of poverty, as a pathway to boundless opportunities that would be more attainable and available to educated people than to those who are not. At the time, and I'm really showing my age here, universities in the UK were free for British children, meaning that we did not have to pay for our tuition fees, as these were covered by our local councils, or by the government in short. And while I did take out student loans to help me buy books and other things for university, because I lived at home, this amount was very minimal, 4 figures, compared to what I hear of how much it would be in America, for instance, which can scarily go up to hundreds of thousands of dollars. My dad would always encourage me to focus on going to university and finishing my degree. He didn't even want me to get a part-time job, and I was lucky enough not to have to do so. Because he didn't want me to get distracted and become unmotivated in continuing on with my studies. So I mentioned before in another video that I was born in the UK, but I spent 8 years of my childhood in the Philippines. And when I came back here at age 11, everything felt different. There were no cousins next door, no titas and titos to visit every weekend. It was just us, me, my mum, and my dad. We didn't have family here. We had to build our own support system. And that's when my dad started talking to me about career and independence. He'd say things like, don't rely on anyone else. Learn how to stand on your own 2 feet. Don't rely on your husband. You need to be able to support yourself in case anything bad happens to you. and your mum and I are no longer here to help you. At first, I didn't get it. I was only 11 years old. Freedom to me meant being allowed to stay up late on weekends or watch one more episode of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. But as I got older, his words started to take root. He wasn't just talking about money. He was talking about life, about confidence, courage, and self-reliance. Because for him, financial independence wasn't just about earning money. It was about earning your freedom. As I grew older, I started to see what my dad meant. He used to say, money gives you choices. And he was right. When you're financially independent, you get to choose where to live, what kind of work to do, who to spend time with, and how to raise your children. You get to live life on your own terms. That's what he wanted for me, especially as an only child. He wanted me to be free, to be able to stand tall and not depend on anyone else to define my worth. And that's a message I want to share with every Filipino watching this, especially if you grew up feeling like you had to play it safe or that your dreams were too big. Your dreams are not too big. You just need to build a foundation that lets you chase them. And that foundation is independence. I'll be honest, it wasn't easy. There were times I doubted myself, times I wondered if I could really make it. But then I'd think of my dad, 6 years old, already working, already fighting for his future. If he could do that, then I could too. I worked hard to build my own career as a lawyer, one that I'm proud of, and one that gives me the independence my dad always dreamed of for me. And it's not just about having a job or earning a certain amount. It's about mindset. It's about believing that you can create your own opportunities. Because the truth is, the world won't always hand you an opportunity on a plate. Sometimes you have to make your own. And as Filipinos, whether we're here in the UK, in the Philippines, or anywhere else in the world, we have this incredible strength in us. Our parents' sacrifices, their work ethic, their courage, it's in our DNA. We just have to believe in it. My dad always taught me financial independence is freedom, and now I get it. It's not about being rich. It's about peace of mind. It's about the ability to live with dignity and confidence, knowing that whatever happens, you can take care of yourself and your family. That's the legacy I want to carry on, and that's what I hope you'll take from this story too. Be fearless. Be confident. Don't let fear of failure stop you from chasing the life you want. Because if my dad could rise from poverty and build a better life for himself and his family, and if I could take that lesson and build my own path, then you can too. If you've made it this far, thank you for listening to my story. I hope it reminds you of your own why, of the people who shaped you, of the paths they paved for you, and of the dreams you still carry inside. To my fellow Filipinos, let's keep proving to the world that we're strong, capable, and unstoppable. Let's aim for those big, audacious goals, the ones that scare us a little, because that's where growth happens. The late great Bob Proctor once said, "Your goals should scare you, even a little," because it is the journey that shapes us, our new identities, into becoming the people that we want to be, into achieving the results that we want to achieve for ourselves and for our families, especially for our children. Another great mentor who I listen to and watch often, is Michael B. Beckett. He teaches that the universe will keep pushing us until the vision we have for ourselves pulls us towards the path that we want for ourselves. We have boundless or infinite potential, and potential can only be ignited and expressed when we start working towards our goals. So, let's live with courage. Let's live with independence. Let's live with freedom. Because freedom is not just about money. It's about choice, confidence, and the courage to live life on your own terms. If you found value in this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your family or friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. Stay inspired, stay disciplined, and always stay proud to be Filipino. See you in the next video.